I just look like I'm 40.
Yeah.
I'm really 69.
Hey, Sarah.
The process is you're going through and you're talking to builders, and if you're new and you're like, okay, I wanna grow my business, I wanna start a new business or whatever, and you're looking to start a space, some of the things that you need to think about is negotiating up front your lease agreement.
I was going to speak to that. So that's one of the things that we ended up doing that was really helpful with you guys. So with your experience in helping people with this, it was really nice because, again, we've never negotiated anything like that. And you came to us and were like, you know, you ought to ask for this, you ought to ask for this, you ought to ask for this. And there were a handful of things that we asked for that really it made sense that the owner of the building should have taken care of, and had we not known to ask for that kind of stuff, we would have been out that money.
You would have paid it.
Yeah, we would have paid it. The other thing, and this might work for some, it might not work for others. One of the things that we were able to do is we negotiated with the landlord to tie the TI budget that they gave us into the actual lease, and so that kind of helped us out there a little bit. So that's helpful for anybody looking to build out a commercial space. See if they're willing to add. So you're just paying it over the year, the stint of the lease instead of all up front.
The budget, I will bring that up a little bit. So when you meet with your builder, make sure that they have a very thorough budget. In fact, get 3 or 4, like talk to 5 or 6 different contractors and get their input. But we created a budget, and then we went in, and the budget was created off of a spec. We were able to get a nicer tile actually for a better value, and then change the lighting to more of a residential feel. So when you walk in, it feels more residential with the can lights. We took the commercial feeling, high traffic LVT and traded it out for a really more modern, more of a residential feeling LVT. And so it feels like when you walk in, you're walking into your house. You know, it smells good. Like,
it smells awesome.
If you haven't been here, you walk in, I'm like, I gotta buy a candle now. But no, talk us through like you called it sensory experience.
Let me speak to this because this was actually, and this actually will help explain one of the reasons why it felt so good to work with you guys. It felt like you were listening to us. So mostly because it was such a huge financial jump for us. We were really careful about, are we really going to do this? And if we're going to do this, how are we going to stand out and be successful? And so we had this idea that to create a really nice mattress buying experience, we had to make it completely different than any other mattress buying experience. So we wanted to add things like this stuff, you know, candles, and then we got into linens and sheets and all that kind of stuff. And this was all conceptual before we even talked to you guys. So we knew that what we wanted is we wanted people to walk in and feel at home and feel good. And then we called it a sensory experience where they felt like they could touch stuff, that they could smell things. We said we want it to be a sensory experience, we want it to feel like home, and you took that and you just you heard us and you ran with it. You were like, then this is what we need to do. We need to do this with the lights, and we need to do this with the floor, and it was just nice. It felt like we were really understanding each other. Yeah, absolutely.
It was a team. I mean, we're a part of it.
Absolutely.